only on CBS This Morning. Cyndi Lauper joins us to announce a star-studded lineup. Cyndi Lauper, good morning to you, and bravo. We see your true colors, Cyndi Lauper. Hi, hi, hi. So I guess, listen.
How are ya?
I'm all right. Better question is, I know you're doing good. I would imagine you thought pandemic, who cares? It's not going to stop me. Clearly it didn't. But did you have doubts if you could pull it off again for the 10th year? You must have.
Oh, my God. We were kind of like, I don't know. But you know what?
What? We
got help. We've been working with somebody who did it before, a director. It's fantastic. I mean, we had so many great artists like Cher and Dolly Parton and Billy Porter and Boy George and Amanda Shires and Jason Isbell and Jackson Brown and young artists like King Princess and Phoebe Bridgers. You know,
and I understand,
there's
Cyndi,
a lot of people.
Go ahead.
And more people just stop by, that will stop by, like Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish and Bette Midler and LL Cool J. And I mean, the fact that they understand the situation and that we can do this together and make it better is a big deal.
Not only that, Cyndi,
they believe.
I think all of us are craving music at this particular time. I really do. I think music has such a universal healing property, so I'm so glad you're pulling it off. And I hear TikTok is going to be very big. Have you done TikTok before? This performance is going to be live on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's on my TikTok on the 11th, and then on the 13th, which is my good luck number, it's going to be on my YouTube channel and my Facebook. And it's a lot of fun, and you could watch it, dance around, have some fun, listen, be moved, and donate some. Keep us going. It's a tradition every time this year. So it'll be, you know, I think you could do both. You could entertain, and I think that rock and roll on a scale could save the world. I always believed in that. And hey, right?
Yep.
You rock, you roll.
Cyndi, you co-founded True Colors United back in 2008. As we said, you've been doing this concert for 10 years. Do you think this issue is getting the attention it deserves?
Well, honestly, this year, we are working with the UN. I was given an award, and we will premiere the little commercial that we did with the UN. And the fact that the UN acknowledges that this is an international issue, and that these youth are only homeless because of who they are. This is a fixable situation. We can fix this, and we are working to eradicate this situation for LGBTQ plus and for youth of color. And we are focused on making it happen. We work on a local level. We work on a state level.
Why is it so personal for you, Cyndi? Why is it so because you could lend your name to many things and your efforts. Why is this one so personal for you?
Because I'm a friend and family member, and where I come from, you don't stand by and watch your friends and family stripped of either civil rights or
Were you ever homeless?
Having a home, that's civil rights.
Were you ever homeless?
Yeah, actually, I was. For a law in the in New York that you had to be 21 to sign a lease, and I didn't have anybody to sign a lease, so I wound up in Vermont, and I went to a youth hostel that turned out to be a place for homeless runaways, and they thought I was a runaway because they thought I looked young, but they helped me, and I actually went to college in Vermont. I got my GED. It was at a time where they had programs to help people. Because I was on welfare for a minute, and I didn't want to be on welfare. I wanted to be learning and working. I actually went up to the woman and I said, "Can you give me a job? police. I just want a job. And she sent me to this guy, and he started talking to me. He said, what would you like to do? I wound up working with animals. And honestly, Gail, I didn't think I was ever going to be famous. I thought I would just work with animals, you know, and not people.
We're glad you're famous. We're glad you work with animals, but because your music is so great. Anthony just reminded me, I forgot about Kinky Boots, because I've seen Kinky Boots twice. And Anthony pointed out he knows all things music, that you wrote all the music to Kinky Boots. What was the other one you just said?
SpongeBob.
And SpongeBob. And
you're working on Working Girl, right?
Yeah.
Have you been...
Oh, we work. Yes, I'm working on Working Girl. Yeah. Well, I worked on SpongeBob with my friend Rob Hyman, who I wrote Time After Time with.
So are you more creative in quarantine and pandemic? Are you more creative? Are your creative juices flowing?
Well, you know what? I had to, it forced me to be innovative. You know, when you're sitting there and you can't get to anything, I learned how to work Pro Tools. I mean, I'm not a genius at it, but I can record my own voice. And it's amazing, because once I started doing that, I even thought to myself, oh my gosh, I forgot. I can sing. I mean, it's kind of stupid to think like that, but I hadn't sung.
Yeah.
And I thought, and I just remembered the feeling of singing.
Yeah.
See, you know, even when I started, I thought, oh, I was great. I wasn't great, but it felt great to sing.
Right.
And that's what I miss all the time, you know.
Yeah.
So I had to learn, and I'm still learning. I mean, to do this thing, I had to learn how to deal with editors and how to do remote stuff, and you know, I'm still learning.
Sounds like you figured it out.
Figured it out
from my
It's
friend's studio.
Yeah. All right. Cyndi Lauper, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
And you can still sing, Cyndi Lauper.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Love your voice.
All right.